Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Red Dead Redemption 2 video, we are going to be seeing what happens if you stick around after helping Marko Dragic create his robot. So this is an interesting experiment that a lot of you guys wanted me to try. I got a couple of messages on Facebook about attempting this experiment. Now, we need some backstory first. In case you guys have no idea who Marko Dragic is, essentially he is a scientist that's supposed to be based off of Nikola Tesla, who you can actually meet in the Saint Denis Pond, and he will require your help.
You okay, buddy?
Fantastic. You Americans are nothing but shysters and traitors and slippery-tongued bull suckers.
I'm inclined to agree.
Here, help me please. Back to work with a bloody smile. No problem, Marko. You are the great genius, so we shall the hot poker up the ass. Say thank you, Marko. Thank you. Oh, thank you.
What are you, some kind of European toy maker?
No, I am a fucking genius with poker up the ass, like I say. Toy maker. Hello? Do I look like I should entertain children?
No.
No, he says. No. I am the savior of the mankind, buddy. Yes, you meet him. Professor Marko Dragic. The one the silver-tongued American betrayed and not paid the money to. Yes, he told to shit, man.
So, what's this toy about?
It is not a toy, Big Nuts. It is demonstration of my genius, of my ideas about the source of life.
Oh, it's a toy boat.
Yes, it is a toy boat that I can power remotely using electricity and waves you cannot see.
Good for you. Ways I cannot see.
And still the investors will not come. Just a couple of old ladies and a moron.
Ladies, please.
Ladies! Gentlemen! Enchanté. Hello. Hello, sir. Okay. How is the piles? Yeah? Good. Okay. My friends, you are about to witness history. A demonstration of my infinite insight. All of us, we feel old. You are old. But maybe I can make you immortal. Using waves you cannot see, I will power this
You're a
boat.
goddamn fraud. And this buffoon, dressed up like a buffoon, is a stoolie. I watched them conspire, you morons.
I never met this buffoon before 2 minutes ago. Isn't that right?
Which part of it?
So, Professor, show us your magical toy boat. Only this time let the buffoon control it. Check if there's any funny business.
No, this ain't nothing to do with me.
Come, please. It is easy. Any moron could do it, and I am about to prove that. Here, take this, and don't touch that.
So long story short, he essentially wants you to demonstrate his toy boat that is controlled with waves in which you cannot see for potential investors. And you successfully destroy all of the little battleships and sailboats in the pond. And once you have done that, he'll actually invite you back to his laboratory at Dover Hill.
As I say, any fool, huh? Thank you.
What is that?
It is the stuff of life, sir.
It's incredible.
No. Incredible things are in my lab, back at Dover Hill. That will astound all of you. Mr. Marcel, can I count on your support?
Well, this is expensive.
It is immortality, sir. It is very cheap. Perhaps over lunch.
Maybe.
I'm gonna go.
Oh, yeah, of course. And thank you. If you're ever up near Dover Hill, pay me a visit. There, I will really amaze you. I hope you will forgive my European course.
Hello? Is anybody here?
are here to rob me, I wish to make clear that I have weapons that could liquefy each of your internal organs in turn and leave you just a puddle on the floor.
Professor, I ain't here to rob you. It's me. I helped you at the pond.
You did? Oh, you did. The buffoon. Hello. Hello.
I hope I'm not disturbing you.
Of course you are disturbing me, buddy. I almost solved biggest problem and you mess it up.
Did?
No, but I did. I can't get the bloody conductor straight. What? Well, it is the geometry of life. The grand theory of power. It's the grand theory of theories. There is just one more big problem. Maybe I solve it, but I can't get it right.
I don't understand.
Of course you don't. Help me adjust these things and I will show you what I mean. Here, take these.
Oh, well, I'm not much of a scientist.
Well, you are an American. Science is far beyond you, but you make a fine buffoon. Go.
So once you've made it to the laboratory, he's going to ask for your help. Essentially, you just have to place these lightning conductors in 3 various locations on the top of the cliffside and then return to his lab.
Wonderful!
I wish I ever went to school so I had a clue what was going on. What now?
Well, now, I become the second creature after God himself to bring life to this earth. Like this!
Am I missing something?
The switches. The bloody switches. Okay. Climb up there and adjust them for me. Go quick, please.
So as you can see there, that first attempt at starting up the robot did not work. He sends us up to the top of the spire where we basically have to flip a couple of switches, which successfully activates whatever switch or power source we need to fire up the robot. And then we return to the lab.
Are you ready?
Sure. Second time lucky, eh?
Second time? More like 7,000th. This is my life's work. It is incredible. Watch. He lives! My son lives!
What is it?
It is life itself. Morons who doubted me. It is me and you. Look at him. Isn't he wonderful?
Is that it?
For now. I am so happy. Oh, you just saw creation's second birth.
I just saw a machine waddle a few steps.
I have a son. I am the luckiest man alive. Those morons, they doubted me.
I'll see you later.
Yes, yes. Goodbye. Oh.
Okay, so as you guys saw there, Marko Dragic created a robot, and it only waddled for a few steps, and then it collapsed. However, as soon as that happens, Arthur leaves the lab, and as soon as he leaves the lab, he actually can't get back inside. The door's closed, and he doesn't have access. Now, we're going to jump forward in time a little bit, because in order to understand why you would want to wait around, we need to check out what happens after. So if you were to walk away and return a couple of days later, if you come back to Dover Hill, you'll notice that there's a weapon icon on the inside, and the doors will now be unlocked. And you can see that Marko Dragic is dead on the ground. He's covered in blood, and his robot is gone. And long story short, what's happened is the robot actually murdered Marko Dragic. Now, we don't know if this was intentional or accidental, if it was a mistake, if it was an act of rage, or whatever the case might be. So the reason I wanted to stick around is to find out, could we witness this? Could we see the robot kill Marko Dragic if we waited around long enough? Would he get up? Would he start doing things with the robot? That's what I wanted to find out. So the first thing I did was wait outside of the window, but because it is pouring down rain and at night, I was having a really difficult view. So I was thinking to myself, it would be kind of neat if we could somehow glitch our way into his laboratory. And that's exactly what I tried. Using our pistol and our lantern glitch, we tried to get inside the lab, and I had relative easy success in doing that. So I was able to get inside of the lab, and you can see that Marko Dragic is there. He's sort of kneeling over the robot, who at this point is still collapsed on the ground. And basically what I did from here is just simply waited. I wanted to see if he would do anything, if he would move, if the robot would start to move. And I didn't know if I didn't wait long enough or if something is supposed to happen if I interact with the robot or the professor. But to give you the summarized version, he basically doesn't move. He just sits there crouched over the robot. Now, once I figured out that that was likely going to be the case, what I did was I tried some experiments. The first experiment I tried was to see if I could actually shoot the professor or shoot the robot. The answer is negative. I couldn't do either of those. I couldn't lasso them either. I also tried to put down some dynamite. Now, at first instance, I was unable to shoot the dynamite. However, I was able to ignite the dynamite. And I was actually kind of shocked by this. And after igniting it, it killed the professor. He's dead. And it gave me the option to actually pick up the robot. Like, this is so strange. I didn't know you could actually do this because you can't pick up the robot during the first part of the mission, and you can't pick up the robot when you find him on the snowy cliff. So this was kind of interesting. The fact that I could like throw him over my shoulder. Now, I was trying to get him outside, but unfortunately I couldn't get him through the doors because they're obviously shut. And what's also weird is during this time, there's a lot of like parts of his lab that are off limits. Like you can't open some of the doors, and some of the parts of the lab will like have an invisible force field. So I wanted to see, after what I had just done with the dynamite, did I mess up the rest of the mission? So what I did was I slept for a couple of days and then I returned. And when I returned, I noticed that the lab was empty and Marko Dragic was not there. So the robot was gone. Everything had changed. I could go inside of the lab. He was not there, but there was no signs of a struggle. So again, I was wondering if I had messed up the entire mission, but then I just slept once or twice more and I was able to come back and I witnessed the murder scene that had occurred. And again, you guys can pick up a couple of documents while you're here, and you can also find the robot on top of the snowy mountain. If you guys are interested in that full story and how to find the robot using the electric lantern, I'll leave a video I did a couple of months ago in the description. But this video is really just to test out what would happen if you waited around for Marko Dragic. Unfortunately, it's nothing exciting, but you can do some fun experiments with the robot and the professor if you do have like dynamite and stuff like that. So a fun experiment nonetheless, even though it wasn't the result that I wanted. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. What did you think was going to happen in this encounter? And what are some things you'd like to see me do next? Drop a line in the comments or reach out to me on my Facebook page. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily Red Dead Redemption 2 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care. I'll see you guys in the next video.